Hi everyone, welcome aboard a Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and neither are any of these bad boys. This is my old mate Destroyer from Calm Clan. Destroyer in the E25, the E25, the Preferential Match Making Premium German Tier 7 tank destroyer. Try saying that one after a few drinks. And is on Paris. Now Paris is a map that people seem to either love or hate, and of course sometimes in a city map, sometimes it can be a little bit challenging in a tank destroyer to do too well, but this destroyer seems to know what he's doing. Instead of going north and camping like an absolute bitch, like a lot of the tank destroyers can do on this map, he's opted to go in the middle and try and get some cheeky shots into those enemy tanks that are pushing towards the east. Now, of course, the E25 does have preferential matchmaking. It will only see Tier 8. The only way you will see Tier 9 in this tank is if you're platooning with the wrong people or the wrong tanks. And it's got a 75mm gun, 135 alpha damage for 150 penetration, 194 penetration with premium ammunition, which is APCR. Now, of course, that might not sound very impressive, especially for a tank destroyer at Tier 7. The gun sounds okay for a medium tank or a light tank at Tier 7. But, of course, the E25 has a massive rate of fire. It's only about 2 or 3 seconds between shots, and it's also when maybe 2 years ago now, the camouflage rating of tank destroyers was nerfed a little bit, so that basically when they fired their gun, it would be easier for the enemy to spot them. Premium tank destroyers didn't suffer from that nerf because people had paid for the tank with real money. They didn't lose their camouflage value. They kept any camouflage bonus they might have had by being still or by sitting in a bush. So some people would say the E25 is a little bit overpowered. I've got one. I've played a few games in it. If you want to get one, my money is on it being back on sale during the advent calendar. Now, the Destroyer kicking back here waits for his camo net to come back on, because you can see that Cromwell is behind a bush, so that'll affect the Cromwell's vision. He won't be able to see Destroyer in his E25. So the E25 just absolutely smashes damage into the T6 British medium tank. 3-1's the score on Paris. If you have a look at the mini-map, there's some enemy teams up here in the northeast, and this T34-3 did the right thing, trying to light them. Good to see a top-tier tank trying to get a little bit of vision in for his teammates. That Cheeto kicking back there at the back, the Hellcat getting ready to snipe from the bush, which is probably the right thing to do. Now, Destroyer gets spotted here. Auto aims on the SU-100, takes him for 140 hit points, and this is where you can see the rate of fire of this gun. It just 1, 2, 3, and he's reloaded, no worries at all. And luckily to bounce it, this should be the kill shot. It is. That's his third kill for Destroyer, nearly 2,000 damage, which isn't too bad at all in a Tier 7 battle. Well, it's a Tier 8 battle, but a Tier 7 tank cops a shot from the mutts and forgets about that little E25 there, over there on the right. He's still got 585 hit points up his sleeve. Destroyer from Calm Clan in the E25, nearly 2,000 damage done. Nearly 2,000 damage done. 3 kills, that's what I'm trying to say. And with the score in 5-2, you'd be reasonably confident. You wouldn't have too much faith in that Cheeto on just 7 health, but you'd be reasonably confident in securing the victory. Takes the mutts down to 211, so it'll probably take him 2 shots to kill him, so long as both shots penetrate, and that's why he's got APCR loaded. The T34-1 and the E25 both go down on the enemy team, as does the KV-85. That brings the score up to 8-2. So with the score at 8-2, you might be forgiven for saying, rightio, this is in the bag, let's move forward. Let's try and farm a little bit more damage. Auto aim and shoot at the mutts, but miss. Now, of course, that mutts is just kicking back there. He's had a pretty... I don't know if he's had a good game or not. He's got a kill. But anyway, he's out of the game now. Destroyer just missing out on that kill shot, but he is down to 99 hit points. Now we need to bear that in mind. Finds the VK. Aim. Got the bush in front of him. The bush, which is opaque, shooting to try and continue to damage that VK4502M, as well as keep him tracked, which is the right thing to do, just in case, on the odd chance, anyone else shoots him. It doesn't look like anybody is going to. So, Destroyer saying, no worries, hold my beer. I will get this all by myself. That's his 4th kill of the game. The score 10-6 now. You'd still be pretty confident, wouldn't you, if the score was 10-6 on a map like Paris, or any map for that matter. Look at down the bottom, you can see T26E4 as well as an IS6 on the enemy side, getting surrounded by all these tanks, but all these other tanks are lower tier. And of course the T26E4 as well as the IS6, when it's top tier, it can be relatively dominant, like a lot of tanks can. And of course it could also bounce a lot of shots, and that looks like that's what's happening with these two top tier tanks. Looks like they're bouncing shots like no tomorrow down in the south, and they're both still alive. In fact, only one of them is lit. Now Destroyer's down to 99 health. He's picked up 5 kills, 3,500 hit points of damage. He's clearly going for the artillery now. That's his 6th kill and the top gun in the E25, but his team's only up by 2 tanks, 13-11, and there's no tier 8 tanks left on Destroyer's team. Destroyer's got 6 kills, 3,500 damage. The T26E4 and the IS6. The IS6 I don't think has been seen for quite some time. It's still got plenty of ammunition. Okay, some people have said that it doesn't really carry a great amount of ammunition, the E25. Can't remember how many shells exactly, but he's still got 21. Still got 21 shots. So maybe my memory is not working too well. Looks like he's looking towards the E4. No shot. Looking towards the IS6. Now all of a sudden, I would not be that confident. Of course, Destroyer, he's on 99 hit points. Does get 2 shots into the T26E4. Takes him down to 12 hit points. A little bit of a higher roll on either one of those shots could have been the difference. The Lorraine 15550 clearly moving into a direction where he hopes to be able to maybe lob shells down here when Destroyer in his E25 spots the Super Pershing. Of course, Destroyer is a one-shot for the Super Pershing. Don't even aim, just fire clutch. That's his 7th kill of the game. Now it's 2 versus 1. Finally they're up again. Remember the score was 10-2 or something only a few minutes ago? I'm not really that sure how that all might have happened. Now the Lorraine 15550 has been shot by somebody. Not sure if that just happened out there. Maybe the IS6 could be here. And look, are they thinking about going for the cap? I'd be tempted. The fact that there's 2 of them, and the IS6 is not a very fast tank at all. Looks like they're going to go for the kill all. The E25 Destroyer from Calm Clan in the E25 down to 99 hit points. The Lorraine on 29 hit points. What are they going to do? They'd be... Look, who knows? Who knows what he's going to do? Of course, Destroyer in the E25, 3,818 hit points of damage done so far. You'd think with binoculars, you would think he would possibly have a better view range than the IS6. I would say definitely Russian tanks, especially heavy tanks, certainly not known for their view range. Now it looks like Destroyer is going to do the right thing here, try and get some vision onto this IS6 so artillery can drop a turret on his head. I'm not sure the health of the IS6. There's 6.5 minutes left. There's the IS6. Artillery most certainly would not have a shot on the IS6. He puts a shell into him. The IS6 just fires. So he knows he should be able to get 3 or 4 more shots in while that IS6 reloads. But unfortunately, some of those shots did not bounce. 4,119 damage. Just see how close that shell went to Destroyer. In his E25, he'll be hoping that artillery is looking at the IS6 trying to get a shot off. He needs the artillery hit the IS6 twice, realistically, with the IS6 on 1,018 hit points. Destroyer down to 99 is moving away, running away. Obviously, he can run away from this IS6 all day long. Somebody calling for the cap now. I think that would be a bad idea now with the IS6 so close to the cap. Even with both of them got on, the IS6 could easily get back, probably along this road, for resets. And that's probably why the IS6 started moving back towards his... No, other way around. The flag's over here. I was looking at this one. What an idiot. I know. Noob commentator. Anyway, 14-13 to score. 4,247 hit points and damage. Yes, but like I said, even if they both capped there, you'd think he could sort of roll there. And I reckon that's why the IS6 was hanging around there a little bit earlier. Before he was just lit by a destroyer in the middle. I think he was sort of hanging around this area, just trying to make sure he could get back to cap for resets, because if two of them reset, that would be... if two of them capped, then clearly the IS6 would be a little bit concerned. I mean, the IS6, to be fair, he's had a pretty good game as well. He's on 5 kills. Not sure how much damage. Destroyer on 4,247 damage. A little bit of assisted damage. Clearly the Lorraine 15550 didn't get a hit into the IS6. Don't cap till I stay, says Destroyer. In the in-game chat, looking down there towards, looking for vision on this IS6. Turns back around, looks towards the north again. 4.5 minutes left. Let's see what happens. Where's this IS6 going to be? It's been a long time since they've seen him. Could be, look, he could be anywhere, to be fair. There is the IS6. He's in the north, of course. Destroyer has been spotted. Artillery drops a turn on the IS6. You can see he's been stunned, but he only got him for about 15 hit points. And I don't know if it's worth trying to keep him lit now that Destroyer should know that the artillery is on the reload. He's in a little bit of a... He's a little bit stuck here. He certainly needs the Lorraine 15550 to continue to drop turds on the IS6's head. Of course, that good low profile. There's another one. Takes it down to 673. And he just needs to keep running the E25. Trying to keep these very low profile buildings between him and the premium Russian heavy tank. He's going to want to get some shots into the IS6. Unfortunately, that one bounces, and because he's not zoomed in, he can't see which direction that gun is aiming. He might be... It looks to me like the IS6 is firmly got a hard on for the Lorraine 15550, who's only on 29 hit points, and of course that often happens. Destroyer looking to get a rear shot, but no angle from where he was, so he needs to move a little bit closer just to keep this IS6 lit. The Lorraine 15550 might need to get one more shot in. Looks like the Lorraine 15550 sort of got into shotgun mode, if you like. Now it looks like Destroyer has not only spotted him but been unspotted himself. Puts 2 shots into the IS6. The IS6 still not turning Destroyer's way. Is up to 4,812 damage now. The IS6 down to 108 hit points. Where's the IS6 going to aim here? The Raid 155 now spotting for Destroyer with 2 minutes left on this battle. 2 minutes left now. The siren will go off. And which way is the IS6 going to go? Of course, these two, they're working together quite well here. They're communicating in the chat. The IS6 on a pretty good game here. He's on 5 kills, but Destroyer's on 7 kills in the E25, 4,812 damage. The IS6 gets spotted. The Rain 155 clearly might have got spotted as well, because he's starting to move around. How brave is Destroyer going to be? Surely the IS6 is aiming his way. We cannot see where he's aiming. Oh no, it looks like he's aiming towards artillery. You can see there when I put it on free view that the gun is aiming towards the artillery. What should he do? Should he fall back to maybe A5 and try and get a sneaky shot then? He's only got 7 shells remaining. That's what I was talking about. It is one of those tanks that you can run out of ammunition in, but if you're running out of ammunition in this tank, then you're probably having an absolute ripper of the game. The Rain 1550 playing around there on the left side of the building. Destroyer from Calm Clan going for the glory now, but the IS6 is turning his gun towards him. He shoots him and bounces. Doesn't bounce the shot from the IS6. Lorraine 1550 can see that the premium Russian heavy tank has fired, and he's only on 108 hit points, so he puts the kill out. Well done to AATTSS in the Lorraine 1550, and of course, well done to the old mate Destroyer from Calm Clan in the E25, the premium preferential matchmaking tier 7 German tank destroyer, picking up an ace tanker mastery badge in Paris, cheating without mods on a city map. Not really sure what he means by that. Maybe because he was abusing his vision. The vision on the E25 pretty good, especially if you've got a good crew in it. And obviously he had the binoculars, which sort of helped him when he got into those bushes and all the rest of it, and made himself a little bit hard to see, especially against the IS6 at the end. But to be fair to him, I mean, he did a very good job. But what did the team do? They were winning 10-2 early on. I'm sure it was 10-2 or 9-2. It was a pretty big lead at the start, but they just sort of capitulated to the IS6 and that Super Pershing. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Destroyer from Calm Clan. The Bruiser Medal, Fire for Effect, High Caliber, Tank Sniper, and the Top Gun. He had plenty to do with the demise of all those tanks down there on the right-hand side of the screen. Unfortunate not to survive the battle, but ended up with 5,087 hit points of damage, 7 kills, 1,714 base experience. That's a pretty good base score. He fired 54 shots, 48 hit, 40 did damage. I think he was maybe left with 6 shots, so it carries 60 shells. But 60 shells, when you're shooting one bullet every 2 or 3 seconds, depending on the way you load this tank out, you do start to fly through them. But anyway, it's well and truly carried that. Well done to the Rain for keeping calm towards the end and helping him carry it. Nearly 40,000 credits with a premium account. Of course, there was some APCR rounds fired towards the end, mainly because he'd run out of standard ammunition rather than loading APCR for the extra pen, like you would with the IS6. Now we're on to the Flying Elite now. The Flying Elite platooned up with his old mate Savage from PB CAC Clan. Somebody make me a Savage. Now Flying Elite running around in a tank, which again, and I'm not plugging this for Wargaming, this is just my opinion, I would not be surprised if this tank came on sale during the Advent sales or during a Christmas type promotion through the premium shop, because, well, it has for the last 2 or 3 years, however long these Advent calendars are coming up. And of course it's December already, and we all know Christmas comes pretty quickly as soon as you turn that calendar over to December. Now Flying Elite is on Fisherman's Bay. It's a tier 9 battle, just 3 tier 9s in each team. Of course, unlike the E25, the AMX 1357GF Grand Final tank does not get preferential matchmaking. He's in the middle of Fisherman's Bay, getting some good vision for his team. He's already picked up 1,645 assisted damage, and you can see how quick this gun fires. It's an auto loader, and of course, and some people have been critical of this tank because I think it's less than a second between shots with this auto loading 57mm gun, 90 damage, which is not big, 143 penetration, 195 with APCR rounds. Of course, it's not too big, but it does just keep shooting. It just goes bang, 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 bang. It's not, I've recently ground out the AMX 50B, and I think it's about 3 seconds or maybe even 4 seconds between shots in that heavy tank. Of course, with this light and nimble Tier 7 French light tank, premium light tank, it's about a second between shots, and the Flying Elite is no dummy. He knows what to do with these light tanks. He finds a Type 59, recognises that generally to get a Type 59, generally you need to be pretty good. Generally, got to win one. You think, oh, put a bit of pain into that premium Chinese Tier 8 medium tank. 1 all's the score. He's on 551 damage, 2,000 assisted damage. Most of that assisted damage from the vision up here in the northwest when he was over here in the middle of the map. Samic in the Steyr Waffentrag. He's kicking back, doing what tank destroyers do. There's another 1375 back there. Not another one, of course. Flying Elite's in the 1357, not a 75. But so it's a much lower caliber gun than the 1375, because the 1375 would be a 75mm gun, like the 1390 is a 90mm gun. This one's only a 57mm gun, but look at it. It's not all about the size. It's pretty long. Don't worry about that. But not that size matters. A gun that long, you would think, might be a little bit more accurate than what we saw when Flying Elite was up here in the middle. But of course, it's less than a second to put another bullet in the clip as he's switched to APCR rounds, because he's out of AP rounds. Playing around in the middle here. He's got coffee running. Strong coffee is premium consumable to help with that. To help with that aim time between shots, as well as the general reload time. You often see this with good players in auto loaders. It's a couple of shots into the T29. 738 damage done. The 1375 who's camping back there along with Samic from PB CAC in the style Waffenträger. He picked up the kill on that T29. 2-2's the score. A number of enemy tanks going down there, the FV4202 and the T55A, which is the second last personal reward tank. Looks like artillery just dropped a massive turd on the top of the FV4202 before that 1375 camping like an absolute champion. You are 2527 from Lynx Clan. You're a winner, my friend. You might be on 2 kills, but you're only barely in the second square. Barely in a second square in a light tank, second square from the bottom. Anyway, the Flying Elite picks up his first kill, gets rid of the enemy 1375 by putting some really fast shells into the back of the light tank, and that's what the 1357 does. Really, it's very, very... just looks amazing when you see how quick those shells come out. Unfortunately, it doesn't give the gun enough time to aim, which is fine when you're up close and personal, but light tanks generally aren't known for their fighting up close and personal, apart from maybe at the end when they're trying to get rid of something on pretty low health, or trying to, do the old circle of death around a big slow lumbering tank, or even go for artillery. Now the Flying Elite gets spotted here in the north. He spots 2 artilleries and the Emil. I would be very concerned if I was him about that Emil, and you can see what am I trying to say? You can see the lack of quality aim time, I guess you could say, in the 1357. The artillery gets rid of the Batchat 15555 as Flying Elite just unloads into the Emil. He picks up the kill as artillery was clearly thinking about dropping a turd on that one's head. Only 12 shots remaining. This is another issue here. 1878 damage, 3,500 assisted damage. Now, 3,500 assisted damage, you've already worked it out. You know he's going to ace this game. But 3,500 assisted damage will definitely help for the ace. But he's only got 12 shots left. And bearing in mind, this autoloader has 10 bullets in the clip. Now he's only got 9 shells left. 5 in the clip, or 6. Maybe it's 8 shells in the clip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 8 shells in the clip. For some reason I thought it was 10. Maybe it's changed. Not sure. Anyway, certainly looks like a fun tank in any case. 12-7, 2,000 damage done. Auto aims on the Crusader SP. Unloads his clip. Pushes him, goes for the ram kill because he's only got 4 bullets left. He's going to have to wait for that gun to reload. He's on half health. Looks like he might still have that Crusader tracked. Picks up the ram kill in the end, thinking maybe I'm going to need my last remaining 4 bullets for the WZ111 1-4, which to me looks like it might be down in the southeast. He's not going to, that WZ, he's not going to do that thing under the bridge like people like to do. Is he, or is he? I think he might. Let's see how we go. It looks like he is going for that bridge, or maybe the drown kill. Look, to be fair to the WZ driver, he's had probably the best game on the enemy team with 4 kills. In the end, the Skoda T50 clips him out. Flying Elite ends up with 4 kills, 2,500 damage done, 3,500 assisted damage, or maybe more, as we have a quick look at the result. Well, as predicted, it's an ace tanker for me, old mate, the Flying Elite community contributor and forum moderator on the Asian forum in this Tier 7 triple, the AMX 1357GF, the grand final tank, the WGL tank, ace tanker, bruiser, fighter, fire for effect, and patrol duty. Did plenty of spotting, did the right thing in that light tank, unlike that stupid prick of a 1375 who was camping the second square from the red line. That's maybe... I shouldn't be salty. See, he got 600 damage. Well done. He did get 4 kills though. Gee whiz. All seagull kills. Flying Elite tops the score with 1720 base experience, 2,455 damage. 52 shots fired, 40 hits, 27 went through. Now that's no indication of the Flying Elite skill. It's just that he was pumping those shots in towards, especially at the start, towards the, I think it was the T29 and a few other heavily armoured tanks. And I reckon there was times when he was just trying to pump out the clip hoping he'll get some damage and then reload again when he was getting close to running out of armor-piercing shells. Nearly 3,600 assisted damage, which of course would have helped with that ace. 40,000 credits after tax with a premium account. Now, he did have battle payments running, which accounted for 33, which made up for the cost of some of those APCR rounds. And of course, with the shells that missed, especially the APCR ones, sometimes it's not going to be a massive credit earner, like a lot of premium tanks can be. Anyway, let's move on to the third and final battle, featuring some tier 7s. Now, this one is not a premium. Yes, there is an IS2, which is a premium, but this is not one. This is the one that often confuses me. I cannot stand how there are two tanks with the same name, or almost the same name. This is the IS2 from China. This is a normal tech tree tank, the tier 7 Chinese heavy tank. A very, very good tank. I found it good from memory. I remember it to be pretty good. Very similar and comparable to the IS, the Russian IS, also at tier 7. Now, of course, the IS-2, maybe the difference is the little hyphen, IS-2. Maybe the premium Russian IS-2 is just IS-2 without the hyphen. Maybe. I'm not sure. It annoys the shit out of me. But anyway, Ophelion 2112 in his IS-2, top tier in this battle on Lakeville. It's an encounter mode. The Type 64, you can see, is sitting on the cap, trying to put some pressure on the team on Lakeville. It's an encounter battle. Just three tier 7s on each team. Of course, one of them is dead. And it's the same tank that the Flying Elite was running around in that previous game, the 1357GF. Of course, if you go to an aggressive spotting position in a light tank, that is a risk you sometimes take. As Ophelion has a shot and derps that M4 improved tank for 420 hit points. Now, guys, I failed to mention his kill on his way to the city. Being a top tier heavy tank, that's where you go. You go to the city, I guess. He threw a shell towards the Type 64, who was, again, he was trying to do the right thing and spot for his team in the middle road, and landed and was lucky enough to pick up a kill. Unfortunately, somebody's lighting him, and the Jackson put a shot into his Chinese tank. Shoots the VK3601H. Of course, that is a tricky little tank, that one. He doesn't penetrate it. Waits for his gun to reload. He's pretty confident this one will go through, so he doesn't auto-aim. Gets him on a nice weak spot on the side, and helps us go to 225, pick up the kill, and even the score up at 3 apiece. Ophelion 2112 on 1 kill, 1,000 damage, but he's just warming up, just looking around there, making sure the people in the middle don't have cheeky shots into his Chinese heavy tank. They're down 3 to 6. 3 tanks have just gone down pretty quickly. I reckon that might have been in the valley, as he cops a shot from the T29, but he does put a shot in return to one of those enemy top tier heavy tank, clearly looking towards that T71, I should say, DA, which gets taken out by the Tiger 131. Tanks falling left, right and centre. He cannot afford not to penetrate a shot here, and he doesn't. He puts a shot into the T29, knowing that he needs to get rid of a top tier tank if he's going to turn this game around on Lakeville. Hoping for the kill, and he gets it. That's his second kill. Ophelion 2112. The score is still 5-10 though, so it's 5 versus 10. Wow. Looking towards that T67. Turn you turret. Did he shoot? He did shoot the Panther. Oh, I hope he didn't hurt him too much, because they're going to need every single hit point they can muster. 50 seconds left on the timer. The T67 doing the right thing, even though he's a tier 5, he's doing the right thing, trying to get in there for the resets, because that 43, 42, 41 seconds is going to count down relatively quickly. Now, Ophelion 2112 wants to be careful here. He doesn't want to poke around here and get tracked, because even if he gets tracked, that cap timer will stop. You can see on the minimap a lot of tanks, or a number of enemy tanks, at least 2, did go down the valley. They're not the quickest tank in the world. The A44, the top tier medium tank, and of course the T3485M. They haven't been seen for a while. They may not be far away, as the Tiger gets rid of the enemy M4 and the Panther gets rid of that T67. There's the A44. Ophelion 2012 does the right thing, puts a big shell, takes him for 402 hit points. The Tiger 131, it's a premium Tiger at tier 6. Gets the ram kill of the tier 7 medium tank. And with the score in 8-12 and only 17 seconds left on the cap timer, maybe they're in this. The Tiger 131, as well as the Panther. Looks looks like there's 4 tanks on the cap, which, okay, we only need 3 tanks on the cap, but having 4 tanks on the cap, well, that is going to confuse the enemy to no end. Of course, that Panther goes down. There you go. AMX at T3485M. Now there's only 1 tank left trying to get vision on Ophelion. Ophelion on 3 kills, 2,835 damage. A little bit blocked and a little bit assisted. Is soaking up these cap points. The 13F3, that's the artillery that went down. I'm tipping the artillery wasn't on the cap. Just 2 tanks left on Ophelion's scene. 2 versus 5. The score's 10-13. Just found that T67. He was most certainly lit there. Stays in this corner. Probably not much chance for enemy artillery to get him. Of course, Ophelion is probably the tank with the most capture points here because he has been on that cap circle for a hell of a long time. Shoots and kills the T67 for another ammo rack. Of course, that T67 is a well-known tank for... it's well known as being a pretty good tank at Tier 5. It's certainly going to struggle against a Tier 7, such as the IS2. Let's go to T25 on 236 hit points. There's the IKV. Now that IKV, good play there. He knew that Ophelion had the cap points. And of course now artillery's aiming his way. Luckily there's only 1 enemy artillery left. The score's 11-14 now. The Skoda T25 certainly went down swinging. And Ophelion will probably feel pretty bad for missing that shot on the IKV 103, the Tier 5 Swedish tank destroyer. The M44 puts another shot towards Ophelion. And what's left? The M44, KV-1S, IKV 103, and the T67. There's that IKV 103. Making it, I wouldn't say it's making it easier for Ophelion, but he's certainly letting Ophelion know exactly where he is. A Tier 5 versus a Tier 7. It's these battles don't end up well, and there you go. Picks up the kill just as the KV-1S gets lit. That's 5 kills for Ophelion, 21-12. You'll be hoping the other 2 tanks aren't about... Oh no, it's an encounter battle, so it doesn't matter about who caps. The KV-1S... Not sure what the KV-1S was thinking there. It looks like he might have... Maybe he's in-game... Maybe his game crashed. Not sure. But you'll take the 6 kill and the top gun in any case. Ophelion 21-12 in the IS2 on 3,755 damage. 740 damage blocked, 151 assisted damage. And there's that T67. Like I said, it does have a pretty handy gun for a Tier 5. But the IS2 don't even need to aim. Don't even need to aim, just shoot him. Just shoot him. 7 kills to Ophelion, 21-12. Now, the IS2, not the fastest tank in the world, not by any stretch of the imagination. His teammates giving him some encouragement, saying, "You've got this, man. Carry this one. Kill them all." Nah, don't kill them all. You're slow as all hell. So you might as well just sit on the cap. There's only 1 cap. There's the M44. No idea how he actually spotted that M44 because he is behind some buildings. Or maybe he poked up just around that side, around there. Ophelion not slowing down here. There's a Bradley Walters on the line, and there it is. 8 kills to Ophelion in the IS2, the Chinese Tier 7 heavy tank. On Lakeville, it's a victory, 15-14 in the end for my mate Ophelion. Now Ophelion 21-12 in the Chinese Tier 7 heavy tank. Let's have a look. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Bruiser Medal, Demolition Expert for blowing the head off those tanks. I think there was a T67, there was that little German thing, and there might have been something else. I reckon there was 3. The Duelist Medal, Fire for Effect, Bradley Walters for those 8 kills. Yeah, sure, he was top tier in a Tier 7 tank, Tier 7 heavy tank, so he could really go nice and aggressive, but credit where credit's due. 8 kills is 8 kills. He had a ripper. Top gun as well. 4,395 damage. Only 1 other friendly tank hit the 1,000 mark. Panther came close, and to be fair, the Panther and that Skoda T25 had a red hot go with the Tiger 131 and Ophelion in his IS2 in the city. A few other passengers there. Whoever went the valley basically lost. The enemy team pushed the valley very, very aggressively and very, very strongly and did a very, very good job doing it, but they still pushed the valley on encounter when the base was all the way over the other side. They were lucky. The enemy team were lucky they didn't get capped out a hell of a lot quicker. 34,000 credits after tax for Ophelion. 21-12 in the IS2. That's the Chinese Tier 7 heavy tank. 17 shots fired. 16 hit, 14 penetrated, 4,395 damage, nearly 1,000 blocks, a little bit of assisted damage, carried the hell out of it, and there you go. 3 very different battles featuring the E25 Preferential Match Making Tier 7 German tank destroyer, the 1357. Will that be up? Will those 2 tanks both be up for sale again this coming Christmas in the Advent calendar? Watch this space. I reckon they will. I reckon they were last time. I could be wrong, but I reckon they were last time. I'm sure that's where I got my E25 from, and I reckon this year I might pick myself up one of those 1357s. We'll see how we go. And of course, the good old trusty Tier 7 Chinese heavy tank, the IS2. Thank you very much for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitch. Links down below. You're all awesome. Thank you. Take care and see you all next time.